got my product here from Savage Gear. I'm really excited to show you guys what's in the box. There's all kinds of good stuff. I started breaking into it and then I realized I should probably show everybody what's going on and what we have in the box. So that's what we're going to do today in this video. You will see everything I ordered and I'll explain it. I'll explain each lure and I'm going to tell you why I ordered them and what great products we have here from Savage Gear. So stick around, stay tuned. Oh, everything's in packages. Alright, we gotta figure out what everything is. Alright, this is the 10-inch red brown TPE Swim Squid. So let's check this guy out. There's 3 in this package. Oh, those are cool looking. That is definitely awesome looking. Check this guy. Let's take a look at this bad boy, see what it's about. These are awesome. These are brand new. They were out at ICAST this year and I finally got my hands on these things and they are so cool. They got a super strong hook in the back, and I saw these guys swim in the tank and they swim unbelievable, really lifelike. I mean, these would be a great bait for cobias. If you want to pitch to a dolphin offshore, I bet you could drop it down to the bottom, catch grouper and snapper on them. And they're made of TPE material, which is very durable and strong. So this is going to be an awesome bait for you offshore anglers, and I really recommend picking some of these guys up. I can't wait to use this guy, and let's see what's next. More red and brown squids, but this is a smaller size. It's a little more manageable for smaller fish and casting to a little bit smaller size fish. These are this is the 7-inch, 2.5 ounce TPE squid. You can see it's a little smaller than the last one, which really looks cool because maybe if you're targeting a smaller species, you'll have this guy to pitch at them. What's really cool about these baits is they kind of come apart, and you can take them apart like this. Usually when you get a bite, this will slide up the line. You can add scent on the inside in here. You can add chunks of fish, you can add chunks of squid, whatever you need to do to get that bite. Then you just kind of slide it back in like so. Pop the hook in. It goes back together just like it was, and they're really, really cool baits. So here's the 2 sizes in the squids. Really cool looking. This is the smallest of the Swim Squids. It's 1/4 ounce, it's 3 5/8 inch, and as you can see, 2 come in the package. It's really cool. One has the hook in the back and one has the hook in the front. It's a really cool bait because it falls backwards on the one with the hook in the front. I got to play with these a little bit at ICAST in the tank, and these little guys are unbelievable. The detail, these are just going to be an awesome little inshore bait for anything that would eat squid. Snapper, pompano, trout, redfish, probably even snook. I'm really excited about this bait. Alright, here's another size of the Swim Squid. This is a little bit bigger than that little tiny 3-inch one. This is the 4 7/8 inch Swim Squid. With the front and the back hook, it's 1 ounce. And it's just kind of like that little guy I showed you earlier, but they're just a little bit bigger. This is an awesome bait. This is the Max Stick. This is a 5-inch. This is a really, really awesome bait. I've done good with this guy this year. This is a 5-inch Max Stick. What's really cool about this bait is it's subsurface bait, and as you'll see, it comes in the box with trebles on it, but they also include single hooks, which is really cool because if you don't like the trebles like I do, you can take these off with a pair of split ring pliers and do the single hooks yourself, which is not very difficult at all. All you need are split ring pliers. I got them taped in here, but they include these two guys right here, which are awesome, probably triple strength single hooks for this bait, which is a really, really cool bait. They cast a mile, just an awesome subsurface bait. As you can see, they have double split rings, which keeps from damaging the split rings or the bait if you hook a really big fish. And these are definitely something you have to have in your box. That's the 5-inch Max Stick. Alright, this is a topwater bait. This is the hitch colored 6 3/4 inch smash tail from Savage Gear. This is a really cool topwater bait. It's really loud. It's got a great natural color, and as you can see, it's rigged and ready for big fish. Throws a lot of water, and it's got a great color. Color on this bait's really awesome. Each one of these baits is hand painted, and as you can see, it's got a little mirroring on the inside, and it's just got a really natural looking color to it. So as it goes, this guy flops through the water and just makes a really loud buzzing sound for all kinds of predators. I have caught snook, jacks, tarpon, all kinds of stuff on these baits, so definitely check them out. That's the Smash Tail from Savage Gear. Alright, now I'm looking at the 5 1/4 inch Smash Tail, and this is the Ghost Shad color. This is a really neat color, just a little bit smaller size, more manageable, easier for, intermediate fishermen to fish. So if you've got bass, snook, jacks, tarpon, any of those aggressive predators in salt or freshwater, this is the bait that will get you bit on times when those more subtle baits don't get bit. So definitely a cool bait to check out. And we've got a lot more baits to get to, so I'm not going to go too much more in depth into this guy. Alright, this is the Savage Gear Mud Minnow. This isn't a new bait to me. It's 4.5 inches, and this is the olive blue color. They come in a bunch of colors, but this is my personal favorite. It looks really natural. And this is a topwater spook bait. I've done really well with these baits for snook. My customers use these for snook in the backcountry, and we really use a lot of these for bonitas offshore. Bonitas or pitching to jumping blackfin tunas. We've had dolphin eat them, we've had kingfish eat them, we even had sailfish come up and swipe at them. This is just a super good bait. It casts really good, it's really well balanced, and the hooks are great, the hardware's great. It's just one of my favorite baits from Savage Gear. I probably use more of these than anything with my customers and the kids on the boat. This is just an awesome bait you can't go wrong with. Once again, that's the Savage Gear Hard Mud Minnow. Okay, we got more mud minnows. This is the smallest size. This is a 3 1/4. This is a little bit smaller. This I like to use for bass on super light tackle. However, I wouldn't overlook it for saltwater because it's got great hooks and it's a tough bait. It's just a smaller size on that topwater bait, which sometimes you need that smaller size to get the bites. Maybe they're eating smaller baits, maybe they're eating little minnows. Sometimes this guy is the key to getting bit. That little size mud minnow, trout, redfish, snook, tarpon, jacks, and definitely bass for the hard mud minnow. This is a bait I've been really excited about sharing with everyone. Savage Gear is really well known for their line through baits. This is a really awesome new bait. This is the 4D line through Pulse Tail, and it's 6 1/3 inch, and it's 1 5/8 ounces. This bait is just unbelievable. This is going to be the new thing for bass fishing. I haven't really tried them out in salt water, but I believe they're going to crush. I think snook will eat these no problem. But what's really neat about this bait, if you've never used them, is the line through system they use. Now they're designed for the line to go through on the nose and come out on the belly. Then you tie it to this little guy right here. Snap it in, snap it into the belly, and when you hook a fish, it comes free and the bait can flow through your line without staying right on the hook and hoping the fish shake the hook. Now about the action of this bait, it's a very simple bait. It doesn't do anything crazy, it just has a very, very light pulse tail, like the name indicates. And it just very minutely just moves like that. And that is what gets the bites. Rather than a lot of baits that make all kinds of crazy noise, this thing just pulses along real slow. And it will get bit. Now just a quick look, this is the 8-inch pulse tail. And it's a little bit bigger than the last one. Just a little bit bigger profile for those bigger fish you'd want to throw for. Big bass, big snook, that's the one. And this is the hitch color. That's really a natural go-to color for those guys who fish clear water. Size of that thing. Alright, this is the big baby. This is the 10-inch pulse tail. Super big fish. Super big thumps. This is for catching that fish that'll really, really impress everyone. That's for the PBs right there. That's for the giants. So as you can see in the size comparison, there's a big size difference. The 10-inch is just a massive, massive bait. It's for you serious guys that like to hook heavy baits and target big fish all day long. I really recommend the 10-inch pulse tail if you are looking for that line through bite and don't want to lose that fish. This is the bait that'll keep them stuck. These baits come with this wire harness that slides into the belly and is a quick release. It's really efficient, it's really effective, and it helps with the hookup ratio. The hooks that come along with them are just super strong, super durable, really sharp. All the hardware on these Savage Gear baits is just awesome. Alright, this bait's kind of something new to me. This is the 4D line through Perch Shad. It's 8 inches and it's 3.5 ounces, and this is the albino color. This is an interesting looking bait. I got this for fishing backcountry, probably around the spillways, flowing dirty water. I figured it's just something they've never seen, something different, and I think it'll get eaten. Definitely going to give it a try, so stay tuned to some of my other videos because I will definitely be throwing this for you guys. This is a super cool looking bait. It's just something different. I mean, you don't see many baits that look like this. Actually, it comes pre-rigged also, which I don't really need the steel leader. But like the other baits, this is a line through bait, so when the fish hits it, It deploys like so, and it comes free so they don't shake your hook as easily. And like before, you just slide it in the slot and it holds it firmly in place, so when you cast there's no problems and the hook just dangles free. What's really cool about this bait is it's got a little rattle in the tail and it just gives it a little wobble. It's a little different than the one I just showed you, the Pulse Tail, because it's got a little bit of a boot tail. This one actually has the thump tail. The thump tail will give it a little more action, a little more wild thump to it, so it'll really kick around that rattle in the tail. You know, I think this would be a great snook bait, believe it or not. As crazy as it looks in the colors, I really think it'll get 8. So stay tuned, because I will be fishing this bait in the future. Alright, so here it all is. There's the Perch Shad. There's the big pulse tails, 8-inch pulse tails, 6-inch pulse tails. We got the tiny baby squids, the little guys that fall backwards with hooks up front, hooks in the back in both of them. Then the medium size little squids, then the bigger squids, then the giant squids. These swim squids are really cool looking. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a more natural looking squid. Then we got the max stick, which is a really cool bait. The max stick. Then we got the top waters. We got the hard mud minnows. All sizes of the smash tail. Little guys, medium guys, and the giants. You know how I like my giant baits, they're awesome. There it all is. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about the baits. Comment on what you'd use them for. Check them out. I know that Bass Pro Shops is going to have them. Dick's is going to have them. Check in with your local shops. You can always find them on Amazon, eBay, on the internet. So give it a search and you'll find all the Savage Gear line. I'm sure it won't be very difficult.